Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is OmniBadu and I am back with another one. Yay! Keep in mind that these are general collective readings and I don't read for any one specific sign on this channel. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, be honest with yourself. Plug yourself into the reading where you deserve to be. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down, hit the reverse on it. Do whatever you have to do, but don't force it. Only take what resonates with you, your life, your story, and leave the rest behind. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it, and subscribe if you likes my vibe. Welcome, hey, if you're new, and welcome back if you have been here before. All right, y'all, so we had a whole spread that came out, but I want to say the reading got interrupted, stopped, phone calls coming in, and all this type of stuff 4 different times. So I'm just going to start the reading over. But I am going to reference these cards. We had drinking, toxic lifestyle, getting readings, romance, queen bee, blocked, and bumping heads. So either you guys are changing your lifestyle, right? You could be the one who has this toxic lifestyle of drinking, partying, getting fucked up all day, all night, kicking it, living your best life. But that could be something that's old. You could be aging out of that, phasing out of that situation in your life where you just like, you want to focus on different things. It could have been a lot of issues, arguments, fights, disagreements. You go into one club or one lounge or one situation and, it's females in there that you don't like, or females in there that don't even know you but swear they don't like you because you was fucking with so-and-so, or they man was looking at you 2 weeks ago. Like, it could just be toxic out there because that is a toxic lifestyle. The people who live that lifestyle are lost souls, right? Broken people who need constant validation, people who need constant attention, people who have codependency issues and can't sit their ass down at the house by themselves. So you may be just, again, growing out of that, phasing out of this segment of your life or whatever, and just trying to get rid of this toxic lifestyle and the toxic people that live the lifestyle with you or encourage you to live this lifestyle. For those of you where you're the one who's evolving and elevating and moving forward, I feel like you're getting ready to move into a situation where there's love and romance. It's not just sex, right? Because also when you're living this lifestyle where you're drinking and partying and going out every night and you're meeting people who live that lifestyle, those are not romantic people. Those are not men who want to be married. Those are not men who are looking for their wife or they everyday or they person, or they ain't looking for nothing but who they can get a bus one on that night, and it don't got to be you the next night, so yeah, I feel like you're coming into this place of actually having romance and equal give and take and feeling like your every need is being met and fulfilled rather than just your sexual needs, right? So yeah, you could be looking for somebody. Some of y'all are wanting your first reading or you're getting back into, getting readings done or something for yourself. So some of y'all are looking for a reader, queen bee energy. You may know who you want to do your reading. Maybe that person's books are full or they haven't been available or something. So I do kind of feel like there's somebody that you guys are looking at or you're trying to find in order to get a reading. You blocking people. Some folks may be blowing you up. You may have somebody who's spam calling or spam texting you. This could be somebody who you blocked. They could be calling and texting you from another number or from like Snapchat or Instagram, calling you on social media, or they may have one of them Google app numbers or something like that where they could be blowing you the fuck up and you don't really know who it is. You're like, who is this calling from this weird number? It's the person that you blocked. And it could be this could be a friend, a sister, a brother, a parent, or a love interest, but it's somebody that you were not getting along with and you don't really see them as a part of your new circle, the new you, the new energy that you're trying to bring into your life and the new energy that you're trying to sit in. whoever this is that you block, they're not growing how you're growing. So they're not going where you're going. You know, it's pretty much what it look like and feel like. Okay, so others of you, you may not have ever really been into drinking. You may not drink at all. You maybe never have really been a big drinker. You know how it is. You turn 21, you're like, oh yeah, turn up. You know, let me get out there and get some drinks. And then you have some drinks and you're like, this is fucking disgusting. Like, why are y'all out here drinking this shit? It's nasty. Right? So you may not have ever been, you know, out there like that and partying all night, every night, and you know, getting fucked up all day, every day, and sleeping with anybody who wink at you and give you a little bit of eye contact and attention. That may not have never been anything that you've ever been into, but you could have met somebody. Like, say you was out partying, you know, on a random Tuesday or a random weekend, or, you know, it was hot girl summer 3 years ago or something, and you were outside. You was out there. You might have met somebody during that time who is out there. When you meet people who are outside, they're outside people, right? Like, those are strays. That's not your husband. That ain't your wife. That ain't your future. That's tonight. You know what I'm saying? So you could have met somebody who was outside when you was outside, and that could be their lifestyle though. And so, of course, getting to know one another and whatnot, you could have figured out that you guys are completely different. Maybe y'all were compatible, but your lifestyles may not have been compatible. And this may be somebody you walked away from. You know, like, look, man, you know, I thought it was you. I thought maybe we had something else going on. It might have been a learning moment for you of, you know, when you meet a motherfucker that's outside, leave their ass where they at. You know, that could have been something you needed to learn. So you could have got the lesson from the person and the situation. Move the fuck on, right? Don't hate you, ain't mad at you, ain't judging you. Live your life how you want to live your life. Mess with her, maybe him and her. You know what I'm saying? Do you? But yeah, I low-key feel like this person felt hurt or betrayed or deceived or backstabbed or just maybe slighted. You could have been like bruised this person's ego or something. And so they could have kind of started to have like a little bit of a hissy fit, little mantrum going on. And y'all could have just, you know, went y'all separate ways. They didn't call you. They didn't text you for real. They didn't reach out. You know, act like, fuck you. You didn't matter to me. You didn't mean shit anyway. Because that's what this person does. That's how they move. They got that toxic lifestyle. They used to people, you know, getting rid of them and kicking their ass to the curb. They used to kicking people to the curb. They used to feeling hurt and heartbroken and getting over it by getting under something like that. That's their cycle. That's this person's life. You hit different. You came in. You didn't cause no problems. You didn't disturb no pieces. Didn't nobody even really know you was there, and you got the fuck up out of there. Now this person is starting to have romantic thoughts about you because they have not gotten over you in all of the amount of time that y'all have been separated. Some of y'all it's been 6 months. Some of y'all it's been 2 years. Some of y'all it's been 4 years, 5 years, you know? And I feel like this person is now like looking into maybe spirituality. Maybe you really delved deep into your spirituality when you were cutting this person off. Like, could have even been that you just found spirituality and it was like, the things that I'm learning, the things that I'm starting to understand are leading me to believe that I need to separate from you, right? So this person, because they were not able to get over you by getting under everything and everybody else like they normally do when they want to get over somebody, they're starting to like maybe get readings about you or about the situation. This person could be learning about soul ties and soul mates and twin flames and all those type of, you know, fancy words. And so now they might be like, okay, well, what is a soulmate? What is a soulmate? We hear that like this person's my soulmate, but the fact that they can't get over you and they still crave you and desire you and lust after you, and you know, they still want to taste that box and all that, you know, they want to eat the crust out them panties. They're like, it must be love, right? So this person, you're sitting in this queen bee energy, but I feel like that's how you're also being like this. You're seeing yourself as a queen bee, and I feel like other people are seeing you as a queen bee because you're sitting in that energy yourself, if that makes sense. Because on the queen bee card it says secure, confident, boss bitch, career focused. So no longer focusing on love and trying to nurture everybody and see who wanted, you know, do you want my heart? Do you want my cup? What do you want? You know, just trying to see what everybody else wants and what's important to them. And do you want me? And do you love me? All that shit. Yeah, out the motherfucking windows for the birds, right? So now you're career focused and you're in this boss bitch energy because of what you decided to put your energy, your time, and your effort into, which would be yourself and your bag. And so you're exuding confidence and you're exuding security and self-love and things like that. And I feel like it's really attractive to this person in particular, but also many other people. This person could be blocked and they could be watching some of y'all online or from a distance. You know, maybe in the end for some of y'all it was ugly. Some of y'all it just ended because lifestyle differences. Others of you guys, you might have actually tried to change this person, or you may have wanted them to change for you, or you may have been waiting or expecting them to change and you stuck around and they weren't changing. So instead of receiving it and saying, this is who this person is, sometimes we stick around and we say, well, if I do this, or if I say that, or if I show him this or show her that, then they'll do. Nah, that's not always the fucking case, right? So some of y'all might have stayed in it longer than you should have, hoping, wishing, or trying to change this person, and started bumping heads. So you could end up blocking them because it got ugly, because you wouldn't accept them for, you know, the dirty street meat that they are, because that's how it is. It's like, you want to be with this person, you can be with them, you know, but you can't change them. If they like fucking 15 bitches a week, then that's what they like to do. You gotta want to be with them and allow them to fuck them 15 hoes, right? Like, or move on, find a man who ain't gonna be treating you like that, or a woman, because there's some loose cats out there, okay? Out there, meow, meow, all up and down the street, meow mix, looking for it. So, you gotta be careful. Got to be careful who you sticking your meat in. Your meat stick, period. Fuck around thing be dripping, leaking, burping up shit. You'll be like, what is this? Acid? What's going on? Where did this come from? I'm like, yo, girl, what you mean? Okay. Off and on, hot and cold, detached with ghosted, bad news. Some of y'all are getting ready to ghost somebody that you've been on and off with. This person, y'all do have somebody that's coming back. So the person that's toxic or has that really, like, I guess it's more their lifestyle that's toxic. But if you want to live that lifestyle, you yourself have to be toxic. So whoever this toxic individual is who has these romantic feelings towards you guys, they really have you on a pedestal with this queen bee energy. And so we have sweet talk with under pressure, anxiety, decisions, time's running out. So backstab, pain, cheating, deception, mind games, love bomb. So this person may be coming towards you guys with a very sweet, very love bomb type energy. They could already be around you with the I love yous, the I miss yous, but it could be bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there could be nothing that comes after that. Like, this person might text you, I love you. And you might be like, love you too. And then you don't talk to them again, you know, and I feel like it's like, that's love bombing, right? They're saying, oh, I love you, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, I want to be with you forever, never, never. Oh, you so sexy, you so fine, you so beautiful, oh my gosh, you know, you look like the one to me, girl, you look like the person I'm been the rest of my life with. And then you like, oh, you know, he just really feeling me, bitch, like this is God, I think this is my person. And you never hear from him again. Now you blowing them the fuck up. Oh, you know, well, he did say that I look, girl, he said all that shit, so you could start blowing him the fuck up. Now he don't got to put no energy, effort, or time into you, because you're going to spend all your energy, effort, and time chasing him down based off of the love bomb bullshit that he can shove down your throat, right? So, but some of us are smarter than that. So when a motherfucker come with all that I love you out of nowhere, we just met, or I ain't talked to you and seen you in 9 years, and now all of a sudden you love me and you just been thinking about me and you don't know what happened. It happened 9 years ago. So who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying, right? So, but sometimes people really want to hear that. It doesn't matter how much fucking time has gone by. Sometimes when you hear certain stuff from certain people, you melt, you lose yourself, you lose your mind, you lose your footing, right? And you become ungrounded. So that is what this person wants from you. They want you to crash out and, you know, lose your footing. But we have divine feminine, and that's just not gonna happen. With secrets at the bottom of the deck, it's like this person doesn't know that you're a divine feminine. They may not even know what that means, really. You know, like they don't really understand the essence of divinity and femininity, right? Because those are two different things, but you have them in combination. And I feel like it's something that you're not screaming from the mountaintop like, baby, I'm built different. You know, like it's not something that you have to tell people, because they can see it, sense it, feel it, smell it, taste it all up on you, right? So this person is trying to move in ways that they would move with karmic, low vibrational women or men, with a divine person who's elevated, right? Who's better than that, who's beyond that silly ass bullshit, who's beyond pretty words, right? So there's anxiety. It's the decision has been made. They want you, or they maybe have decided they want to take it to the next level, or put a title on it, or be serious, or move in together, or make you their girl, make you their guy, or whatever. So the decision has been made, but I feel like there's anxiety because you're not responding or reacting the way that this person is expecting, or the way that a karmic would. And so they feel like time is running out. They're under pressure. What do I need to say? What do I need to do? I need to do something else. I need to say something else. I need to, you know, maybe bring a gift, or maybe take her somewhere, or maybe, you know, top him off while he's driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to just stand out a little more. Like, whoever this is, they're just like, you know, they crashing out a little bit because they want you, but they don't know how to get you, because this is somebody who lived that toxic lifestyle, right? So they're used to dealing with karmics. You don't really have to do too much with a karmic feminine energy to get some, or to, you know, from them. Like, you don't have to buy them nothing. You don't got to take them nowhere special. You know, a little Happy Meal and a back seat, you know, is good enough for them. You know what I'm saying? So, and some pretty words. And, you know, this person is used to dealing with karmics. And so, yeah, they don't really understand why they little shit, they little tricks are not working with you. Because they don't, you know, they don't understand the divinity within you. Like, child, sir, man, please stop it. This person may also have some sort of side hustle that they've taken on to help make ends meet. And they could be embarrassed or ashamed that they have to have a side hustle, or they're embarrassed or ashamed to say, like, I do Uber Eats or DoorDash or the lifting or something. They do something like that. They could be doing like Amazon Flex or something like that, and they find it embarrassing. They may even have like a job at a warehouse or something like that, just that they do on the weekends, but they're ashamed. Whatever it is, whatever the job is shameful, or the fact that they have to have a side hustle to make ends meet is shameful to them. So yeah, they're completely embarrassed by it, when you shouldn't be, right? A bag is a bag. Shit, a hustler is a hustler. If you getting it, you getting it. So really isn't anything to be ashamed of. But, you know, this person may have impossible standards for the people that they deal with, right? They could put really impossible standards on people. And so therefore they now are putting that same energy onto themselves. Well, if I look down on this person because of this, or if I did that because of that, then why wouldn't they treat me the same way, right? So this could be somebody who's extremely toxic and low vibrational, but also extremely judgmental. This person may come from a judgmental family, or their mom may be extremely judgmental. And so it could just be natural for them to look down on people, or, you know, to try to judge people, try to, you know, you should be doing this, or you should be doing that, or you can't tell nobody what the fuck they should or shouldn't be motherfucking doing. But some people like to try to tell people what the fuck they should and shouldn't be doing. Now, I ain't gonna say it's mostly people that go to church, but it is. Shit, I said it. So we have living in the moment with family. Some of y'all are spending a lot of time with family. You could be spending a lot of time with somebody or people, a couple of people that you know, but you've been knowing them like since you were in middle or high school, and they feel like family. Some of you guys are creating your own family, and it's awesome and amazing. We have turning your back. Some of y'all are turning your back on some family members or your family. Living in the moment. They may be overly controlling, or overly low vibrational, overly toxic, overly critical, and you could be like very free spirited and very carefree and very easygoing and super laid back, and it could just, again, not be a match, right? You guys are not compatible. So you could be turning your back on some family members because, yeah, I'll be damned. Like, no thanks. You want to live in the moment. You want to have fun. You know, you want to kick it up and live it up with the family members that you do fuck with, and kick it up and live it up with your kids if you have kids. And it's just like, yeah, the bitter, the angry, and the crazy, I don't have time for it, and I don't give two fucks. Like, nah, no thanks. Yeah, reject it. Some of y'all are rejecting. Now, some of you guys may have somebody that is turning their back on. If you're married, one person within the marriage may be turning their back on the marriage, rejecting it, saying no. You could be like, let's go to counseling, let's fix it, let's do this, let's do that. And the other party could be like, nah. And they're pretty much sure of the answer, the decision. Like, so if y'all are married and your person is like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore, they're dead ass and they're not going to change their mind. Or that could be you could be the married party where, you know, you could just be to your ex like, look, man, we said enough to each other, we did enough to each other, like, I'm cool on this, I don't want it back, I don't want to try again, I don't want to see what the future holds. Like, I just want to live in the moment. You know, maybe one day in the future, if the moment is meant to come back around, it'll come the fuck back around. But if not, oh well. Look, karmic friends, can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Bullshit. Don't keep your enemies close to you at all. So we'll scratch that last part. But you could have, with karmic friends and us just discussing family, I really feel like some of you guys, it's friends that you've known for so long that they feel like family. It's family members that, you know, you've created friendship type bonds with, cousins or a sister or brother or somebody. But you may realize, like, whoever this is, they're secretly in competition with you. They're secretly trying to, you know, take you down. They're secretly trying to, you know, whatever, win or maybe stop your business from growing so that they're the only ones who can have a successful business, or, you know, trying to fuck your dudes behind your back, or trying to have their titties on your man back, you know, just so he can pay them some attention so they can feel like y'all are in competition, like he want me too, you know, or just it's just weird shit. You can feel like you cannot trust whoever this person or these people are. It could feel like when you come in the room that there's tension in the room, or that, you know, you could tell that they were just talking about you, or, you know, if you talking or, you know, whatever, they may not respond to you, or they may act like you not talking or talk over you or just completely ignore you and things like that. So, and you may be starting to feel like you can't trust these people. And so you could be withdrawing from them, the lifestyle, y'all are bumping heads. You may be getting weird spam calls and texts that don't make any sense, and you don't know who they're coming from, and whoever's not saying nothing, they just calling and hanging up and calling and hanging up, and it might be your friend or a group, or, you know, all your friends then got, you know, or whatever. So, and it could be because you're elevating, so you could feel very attacked, but that's a part of the process. That's a part of growth. That's a part of progression, and that's a part of getting away from the dark, right? The devil don't want you to get away. Devil don't want you to grow. Devil don't want you to win. Devil don't want you to let him go, right? So he gonna try to keep you in by disturbing your peace, by sending your friends to attack you, sending your mama to attack you, sending your sister to attack you, your brother, you know, and it could just feel like, what? Your ex. It's like everybody is all of a sudden against me in the entire world. But only people you know from the past. Those are the only people. Those are the only people that their familiar spirits know your familiar spirits, right? Those are the only people that can get in and actually disturb your peace and rock you to the core and send you spiraling downward, or send you spiraling backward to a place you've already grown from, right? So you got to get the fuck away from people that are not serving your highest good and that do not want to see you progress in life, whether it be energetically, physically, financially, mentally, emotionally. Sometimes people are okay being around you when you ain't doing good financially, or when you're not doing good mentally, so they can talk down on you and look better than you and feel better than you. The minute you come out of that energy, they got a problem. They against you. Now they got something to say. Now you did something to them. Now you did something to all of them. As a matter of fact, you know, because you got a job and you got to hustle and your business is growing and you got a bag and you got a new man and he taking care of you and he giving you all. Why somebody always giving her money? You know, it's just like, but when you was down, they was calling you every day, picking you up. You miserable, sad in a motherfucker. You don't even want to go. You like, nah, man. No, girl, come out the house. Minute you shining. Damn, y'all went there and didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't let me know. Oh, girl, we thought you might be busy this weekend, or you had your kids. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be more careful. Look at this, ignoring. I'm telling you. So some of y'all are ignoring these people now. Others of you, you're just now figuring out that these friends are not your friends. Your family is not your family, right? Your family don't got your best interest in heart. They're not here to support you, to look out for you, to, you know, help you in any type of way. They're here to stop you from growing. They're here to stop you from getting to, they're here to do the devil's bidding, right? So you may be the only one of the light. And everybody from your whole past camp is in the darkness. They're karmic, they're low vibrational, they're toxic, they're damaged, they're broken, right? So if somebody is calling you or texting you, you may have to change your number and just not give it to anyone from your past who you feel you cannot fully trust or that you feel uncomfortable around or that you feel is in competition with you secretly. Even if it's your lover, your old man, your old woman, they could be somebody who was in competition with you. And you are going to have to ignore these people now. And that's just what I feel. I feel like some of y'all already are. You're already ignoring them because with your bugaboo, they could be... It's like they getting on your nerves, but only because of where you are and where you're going and where they are, right? It's like, please leave me alone. Like, you are not growing. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care about your feelings. I don't want to look at your ugly ass. Like, you're not growing. You're stuck. You're stagnant. You're not gonna go anywhere in your life. Financially, you're not gonna have any, you ain't finna have shit going for yourself. You just want to call me and talk shit about somebody else when you should be focused on your own life, right? So some of y'all are ignoring them because they're annoying, they're irritating as fuck. But the love interest, there is a love interest in particular who I feel is about to start kind of getting on your nerves, but they're waiting for some sort of like indication that you're going. So they want you to text them back or tell them you love them or let them come through, or they want you to do something to show them that it's okay for them to pursue you, or it's okay for them to pour more into you or something. The minute you show them whatever it is, and you don't know what it is and I don't know what it is, only they know. You could be like, I do text this person back, but maybe you text them back, but you don't talk to them on the phone. You know, or you texting them and you might be talking to them. You might even FaceTime them, but you're not letting them pull up. You're not letting them come through to the house, you know? So it's like something that you're gonna do that's gonna give this person like, oh, she really is fucking with me, or he really do want me back. And then they gonna start getting on your motherfucking nerves and getting under your skin. And I feel like it's because whoever this is, they're gonna be hitting you up too much. We have doing drugs. Lord have mercy, burning evidence. It almost feels like somebody's about to get caught up, though, in the worst fucking way. Somebody could be trying to, like, ignore their side piece. I think I was saying that at some point. Like, somebody could, like, there is a marriage, I feel like, that is ending. And it's because whoever is like, no, somebody is standing very firm. Like, no, I do not want to try. No, I do not want to go to counseling. No, I do not want to fix it. It's because they have somebody else. And they may feel like their husband or their wife is annoying and being a bugaboo. And they're trying to ignore that person, even though they may still be living with that person for some of y'all. Or they're still married to that person and they live separately. But this person is living in the moment and blowing the wind like they're not really married. They could even be doing drugs with whoever they're ignoring their husband or wife for. and like burning evidence. So they may ignore the husband or the wife, right? This person's calling them, texting them, blowing them the fuck up, trying to see them. Why you ain't calling me back? Why you ain't answering the phone? Why haven't I seen you in a month? Or why haven't I seen you in weeks or whatever? And they may ignore all of that. They don't respond. They don't say why you ain't seen them. They don't say this. They don't say shit. And then when they do pop back up, there's no text messages in their phone. There's, you know, the the little odometer on their car is on 0. It's cleared the fuck out. You know, it's just like everything is just like wiped clean, to where it's like, why is everything so spotless? Like, this is weird. But it's because they don't want the husband or the wife to know what they've been up to. Because in a strange way, even though they're rejecting and turning their back on this family situation, they may not want to let this person go permanently. They just want to live their best life and live in the moment and live like they're single for as long as they feel like it. And then when they're ready to settle down, they may plan on going back to this husband or this wife, and maybe even turning over a whole new leaf and completely getting rid of all the side people. And, you know, they would be good to this person when they're ready, but that could be 5 to 10 years from now. Like, nobody knows how long this person is going to take to come back in and want to be a part of this marriage. So I just feel like it's a lot going on. And some of y'all, it could even be like this person who's got this toxic lifestyle that wants you, who's coming in to kind of with this love bomb, sweet talk, I made the decision, you're the one. They could have a husband or a wife who's chasing them down, and they're like, nah, they're rejecting that person. They're completely 100% sure that they do not ever want to be with or get back with this person again, because they're waiting for you to respond in the right way. They're waiting on you to give them the green light that they can pursue you. So yeah, they're not pursuing that situation, but I don't feel like that they're done with that person or that situation. They may even have that person blocked, but it's temporary. And it's just because they're tired of arguing with that person, you know, whoever, the husband, the wife, somebody is really trying to get answers as to what's going on between the two of them, and also what's going on in the masculine's life. And the masculine is just completely shutting and icing that person completely out. I think this is going to backfire on this person, and it's going to end up, they're going to end up losing the husband or the wife permanently. And I don't really feel like that's what they want. I think they just feel like they have that security blanket. They feel like they have that person right where they want them. That person's never going to leave them. That person's never going to go anywhere for real. They may get mad. They may yell. They may fuss. They may scream. They may stomp their feet, but they're never actually going to go anywhere. And I think that, I think they are going to. I think this is going to backfire real bad. Some of y'all, this has already happened in the past, and now it's like in that backfire moment. So we'll see. Caught a case, somebody got an STD, finding evidence, getting caught cheating. This might be about to blow up in this masculine's face. I feel like maybe the wife or the husband, whoever was rejected in the past, if you're being rejected now and you're the spouse, it's going to take you some time to heal and be able to pick yourself up and dust yourself off after, you know, realizing that the person you've been married to all this time is a nasty, cheating, trashy ass whore who ain't shit. Like, yeah, that's going to crush you. But then you'll come out the other side and you'll be sitting in this queen bee energy, and that you may even have other exes coming back on the scene, as well as whoever you were once married to. But I feel like at that time, you're no longer going to want those people from your past anymore, and you may be moving very differently than you ever have with guys that you're dealing with currently. But they're all new energy, and they could all be like very much head over fucking heels to fucking love, right? Like, you best thing that ever happened to these people that you may be dealing with now. But yeah, the exes need to go the fuck on. Like, the exes have no room here with this divine feminine. So yeah, queen rising, stepping into power, praised, coming up, spotlight. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody's finna be mad because their wife is finna be like, what? Not only, or husband, or long-term girlfriend, long-term boyfriend, on and off, hot and cold, detached, whatever it is, the masculine who has ghosted this feminine energy, they're going to be really upset by who this person turned out to be. So you may already be sitting in your queen rising. You may already have, you know, a ton of clients. You could be like the real estate agent of the fucking century in your region, or you could be, you know, that girl on social media, or, you know, whatever it is like that just is making you shine how you shining, you know, because you a star and you shine like one, okay, right now. And yeah, I feel like somebody's husband or wife is going to literally be physically ill because they dropped a bag, okay? Like, you know, people like, I think it's so weird when people are like, oh, I used to date her, like Beyonce's exes, or, you know, somebody like that, right? Keke Palmer's ex-boyfriends. Like, you should never tell nobody you ever dated her, because you're a fucking idiot. You dropped the bag of all bags. Like, that could be your wife right now and you fucked it up and you're bragging about how you used to have that, but you dropped it on his head, right? So I low-key feel like this is somebody who's out in the world either bragging about the fact that they used to have you and now they trying to get you back, you know, to prove, because people might not believe this person. They might not have no proof. They deleted all the pictures and videos. You wasn't shit. You wasn't nobody. Keep your pictures and videos for what, right? But now you somebody, they don't have no proof, so they may be trying to get back with you so people will believe that they once had you. Or, you know, so they can pull up, and people who did know they had you might be like, you ain't never getting her back or him back, and then they walk in the room with you on their arm, you know, and they get this smug ass look on their face and chest all puffed out because they got you back. So don't be nobody flex, okay? Like, because somebody is going to feel like they have the clout and they have the juice and they got the sauce and the swagoo because you take them back. So it's like, don't go winning and getting yourself together and elevating in life just to bring the same crusty ass motherfucking nothing ass loser around, because if they didn't see you as shit before, they're not going to see you as shit once you have something or become something or somebody. They just gonna feel like you still stupid for them. And they gonna treat you just the same or worse. And you're gonna be mortified, and you're gonna feel like, what did I get all this bag for and get beautiful for and buy that $1,200 wig? Why did I even get that 32-inch hair because you didn't do it for you or the right reasons, right? So don't be going backwards, because if you want to, you wasn't done in the first place, right? So we have love on the brain with moving on. You see what I'm saying? You're sitting in the queen rising. You have a masculine who has love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. They're ignoring somebody else to come towards you. And you have somebody who literally ignored, turned their back on you and rejected you in the past, who's coming back towards you as well. Yeah. I think it's just a good moment for feminine energy as a whole, because I think the person that is coming towards you who tried to reject you and turn their back on you, they're coming back because you're queen bee, you're divine feminine, you're queen rising. But I feel like this person who's coming in to chase you to fuck down, not the one that's coming back, but the other one who's rejecting someone to chase you down. I feel like the person they're rejecting is going to end up in the exact same position that you're in, right? Because one of the people that's chasing you down is your trashy, trifling ass ex that never deserved you or respected you or, you know, nurtured you or cared for you, right? That one is coming back for the clout. The other one is coming back because they in love. The one that's in love, they may not get where they want to get with you because you've changed. And so they may want to try to go back to the person they're turning their back on to come pursue you. I just feel like it's not going to work out, because I don't think you're going to take them back in the way that they would like. They want to be your man now. They want to be on the pedestal now. They want to shout from the mountaintop that you their girl, but they already fucked that up. So they'll never get that opportunity with you. And so that because they don't, they may try to go back and end up in the exact same position that your ex is in. Because now your ex is seeing you as that girl after trying to shoot you down and act like they was in love with somebody else that they thought was that big, right? Come to find out, that was a karmic, that was a lesson. They dropped, fumbled, kicked on, spit on, and shitted all over the divine feminine. Now they want the divine feminine back. I think's the motherfuck not. I think your ass is stupid, dumb, and crazy. I think not, right? Like, for playing with me. So there is some bad news coming in. It's bad news for these masculine energies, not for you. No, the one who's like treating their wife like shit to try to be with you, I think the karma is coming to them because, you know, I feel like this person is still married. Like, I think they're married. They may live together or they may not. But I feel like, you know, this person is just weaving a really dark, really nasty web around themselves. Because they're like deceiving like a whole family, a wife, some kids, or a husband and some kids. And what's fucked up is that they won't let the person go. They won't divorce this person or something like that. Like, they won't just get a divorce so they can move on and pursue you the right way. They're trying to hang on to that situation in case things don't go how they want with you. And it's just, it's the web, right, that's being weaved. It's karma. They're setting nasty, negative, dark intentions. They're sending it out to the universe and to the divine, and that's what's gonna rain down on them. So, yeah. And your ex has already done the exact same thing. Your ex already went and tried to pursue someone else while trying to hang on to you at the exact same time. Of course, you may have freed yourself, but they did not free you. They did not give you closure. They did not, you know, leave the situation properly to where they could even come back. It became a shit show. It blew the fuck up. They burnt the bridge, and now they're trying to like come back across some fucking ashes. Like, what? The bridge gone. What are you doing? You know, where are you going? Because you cannot come back this way. You burnt that bridge. Like, what are we doing here? Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles. Whoever this is, it could be an Aries, whoever the masculine is, but it's just somebody who is sitting in, like, this could be somebody who's just a father figure, or they could be a business owner, just a kind of boss daddy type energy. That don't mean that they're like him, you know what I'm saying? They could be him business wise. They could handle business and get shit done, but when it comes to love, heart, relationships, very immature, very underdeveloped, very childlike, don't really know how to deal with their emotions or how to express themselves or how to take accountability. So that's not a real emperor, but this may be somebody who takes charge and gets shit done at work, and who's there for their kid or kids, or, you know, taking people to games and taking motherfuckers to do what needs to be done. But when it comes to like the love side of their life, it could be a complete shit show, totally and completely in shambles, because this person's lack of maturity when it comes to emotional development. And here we have the Page of Wands, sending out a childish ass. Well, no, this is an exciting message. The message is exciting, but it still ain't shit. You know, like this isn't the meat and the potatoes. It's like some green beans, you know, like I'll get to those when I get to them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the Page of Wands is like, you know, that's not like a great message. To me, the Page of Wands is fun. It's exciting. It could be sexual. This person could message you constantly on some sex type shit, you know, like, I want to taste you, I want to feel it, you know, when you gonna let me touch it, when you gonna let me slide up in it, when you gonna let me smack it up, when you gonna let me flip it, when you gonna let me rub it down, when you gonna let me turn it around, you know. And that could be the type of messages that you get from this person. Or, you know, is it still wet? You still gonna be wet for me? You know, all this kind of shit. Like, please can we not? Please grow up. That is so immature. It's annoying. It's childish. You get to be 30-something, 40-something. You don't want no 40, 38, 35, 42, 58-year-old man talking about, you know, good morning, send me a picture of your cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you fucking serious? How old are you? 13? You ain't ever seen a pussy before? They all, I mean, you seen one, you seen them all. One might be a little hangier than the next or something, but they all the same. Shit. One a little tighter, but nigga, a coochie's a coochie. Okay? Period. These men out here. I be thanking God I was born a woman. Like, ooh, I would hate to be a man. I would hate to not be able to focus on nothing but sex and ruining my life over and over again and hurting people's feelings and breaking hearts and listening to people. Like, it's not hard to not do those things, but they seem to think that it's hard. And so nobody can really achieve that, right? They can never achieve normalcy and calm. They always dealing with some crazy because they don't have no fucking self-control. Like, I would hate to be a guy. Like, Jesus Christ, you a little coochie in their face and they ruin their whole life. It's crazy. It is crazy. So yeah, it's going to take this person some work if they want you back. It's going to take them some work if they want your attention. And I still feel like it's never going to amount to what they want. The one that really, really wants you, the one that's got love on the brain, that is turning their back and rejecting somebody else for you, it's going to be work. A lot of work. And with justice, that's what's going to really balance the scales between the two of you guys. Because if you just let them come back, if they're like, oh, I love you, I miss you. You know I ain't talked to you and seen you in 5 years, but you've been on my mind like all the time, to the point, you know, and you just like, okay, come through now. They're not going to fucking change. They ain't finna treat you. You might not see them again for 4 fucking years because they know that they could come, lay it on thicker than thick, and you're going to open up. And that might have been y'all cycle with on and off. You might have always been like, okay, come give it to me. You know, like, let me have it. Don't talk about it, be about it, you know. But now you might be like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Dive in it. Yep, he want to. And then that's it. It's like, yeah. Like, I want to come through tonight. Like, maybe I'll let you know. You fucking completely forgot 4 days later. They like, ayo. You like, oh, shit. I was supposed to see him 4 days ago. I ain't who the fuck I used to be, and neither are you. Right? So, 8 of Pentacles. Get to working, motherfucker, or move on. Okay? Work your fingers to the fucking bone if you want to get back in. Justice, right? Let's balance these scales. Let's let this motherfucker know he ain't who he thought he was. Okay, let's let this motherfucker know that dick ain't doing nothing, right? Or whatever the fuck the case is. So yeah, this is balancing the scales because this person had this false sense of security, and they also had this false like sense of importance and who they are and where they stand in your life. And she always go fuck with me, and she always go put me first and choose me first. And oh, you not. Nope. You're not always gonna choose them. You're not always gonna put them first. They can't always jump in that box. You ain't always gonna answer the phone for them. Like, whatever was always going on, it's not going the fuck on no more. This person's even looking in like, who she fucking? What's she doing? What's she talking about? Where's she been at? You know, what's different in her life or his life? Because they're not acting how they used to. They're not responding to me how they used to. They're not reacting to me, right? If this person could get a rise out of you in the past, they ain't getting no rise out of you no more, right? If you was jumping on that meat, soon as they was like, ayo, you ain't jumping on the meat no more, right? Or whatever, you're reacting to them getting crazy with you, you know, oh my God, I can't believe you said I was ugly, I can't believe you said I was a bitch, I can't believe you said, you know, now you might be like, yep, ugliest bitch you ever met, have a good day, you know? And this person could be like, what the fuck? She ain't crying. She must have a man. She must have he must. Right? So now Page of Swords, right? What you done? Straight childish ass. They looking, they sneaking, they gossiping, they might be talking shit. She trying to act like she's something because he flew her out. Because he flying her out. They going to Puerto Rico next month. You know, this person could really be talking cash shit about you to their friends, they lover, they family members. They talking shit about you, all of the above. But not in like a they hate you type of way, in like a you done leveled up or something like that, or the person that you are dealing with now is like an upgrade, and they could just be feeling some type of way if they know. Some of y'all, they're trying to figure out what's going on because they have no fucking idea. We have Libra energy out here, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Yeah. There's definitely an obsession. This person's definitely obsessed with you like crazy. They're possessive. And they're codependent. Or they're trying to create a trauma bond. They're trying to create some sort of codependency between the two of you guys. Or reattach. Some of y'all already had codependency. You couldn't like imagine yourself not fucking on this person or not living with this person or not talking to them on the phone, and now you don't live with them, you don't talk to them on the phone, you ain't fucking, and you're all right, girl, you alive, okay, doing it. So yeah. Ooh, not the King and the Queen of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords clarifying the King of Swords. Somebody thought that they could be tough. Somebody thought they was going to detach from their emotions and sit you down and put you in your place and treat you like shit. You was going to be sad, crying, and you was going to be all in your feelings. But what really happened was you mirrored that shit. You was like, oh, I'm on what you on, motherfucker. Like, okay, you don't give a fuck about me? Fuck you. Fuck me, fuck you. Don't give a fuck about me, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm ugly, you ugly, motherfucker. Like, King and Queen of Swords. They talking shit, you talking shit back. They battle ready, motherfucker, I've been here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to switch it up on this person. You didn't change. And I just feel like this person wasn't expecting it. With the Seven of Cups, you got options, okay? You have options. You just got to be careful, because with options, there are always illusions. And I feel like some of your options just are not on the up and up. They're not who they say they are. They're not around you for the reasons that they've, you know, indicated. And if you were married and you and your ex-spouse or your current husband or wife are both sitting in this King and Queen of Swords energy, this person is about to change that energy, because you are now matching a drip. When you were in like a more of a watery energy and they were maybe more in a swordsy energy, they felt like they had the upper hand. But now that you're both in air energy, you're more equally yoked. You're more in control of your emotions, and you're more in control of the things you say and the things you do. Now this person wants some sort of victory with the Hierophant and the Six of Wands. It's like now this person wants some sort of victory within the marriage or the higher level of commitment. And this person may even act like they've learned some lessons. For those of you where it's a rocky marriage, this person might act like they done learned some lessons, or they done been to some sort of counseling, something to do with ascension, in order to gain this victory. I feel like this King of Swords is the one that's watching you. I feel like this King of Swords is the one that was ignoring you and doing drugs with somebody else and acting like you were a nuisance. Now this person, they're done. They couldn't even trust that person or the friends that were around that they had created. They might have created a life with this other person, and they were friends with that person's friends, or they introduced that new person to their new friends, and they were creating a life. But the people that they thought were their friends, and they knew little street cat and everything, they can't trust these people. They didn't found out they've been talking about them behind their back. The hoe been fucking the friends behind their back or something like that. So now they done burnt all the evidence, got away from it. They acting like they never turned their back on you. They never rejected you. They don't know what you're talking about, right? Now they hustling to get money and give it to you and bring it to you and dote on you because they see somebody else cashing out on you. But it doesn't compare. And so now they're watching you with some strange obsessive energy because they're embarrassed, and they know that like they fucked this situation up literally for no fucking reason, because whatever it was they had going on with the other person, it didn't go anywhere. This person may just now have a drug habit that they didn't have before, or a drinking habit, like some sort of habit that they now have to get over and release because they wouldn't release the karmic when they were supposed to. Damn, that's deep. But the other energy, the other person, the one that's having to put the work in, I feel like communication between the two of you guys is gonna start to pick up. I think they're going to realize that whatever illusions or games or love bomb type situation, the way they normally treat women or men, the way they normally move and handle people, they're about to realize, like they're realizing that they cannot handle you in that same manner, but they have to do something different. And so with the Eight of Wands, they're going to start to communicate with you more. They may start calling you more or texting you more, just trying to have regular everyday conversation. Because the sex shit with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, nothing is moving. It's literally they're not getting anywhere. There's very little or to no progress being made with that type of talk. So Eight of Wands, Nine of Cups, you are their ultimate wish fulfillment. You are sitting in a self-serving energy, right? You are in this villain era energy, right? So they're seeing like you're not finna motherfucking budge for them like you have in the past. So yeah, the communication is going to pick up. They're going to start with everyday conversation. How was your day? What were you doing today? That's what I did. My boss had me fucked up. That type of stuff. Two of Cups. That's going to allow you guys to get more familiar with each other, more comfortable with each other. You're going to start to become more vulnerable and open up to each other more. You're going to feel more at ease, you know, just letting this person in. They're going to start to feel more at ease letting you in. And it's going to feel like a wish fulfillment for the both of you guys. And that's for those of you where you want this person, the one who had the toxic lifestyle. They're changing, right? They're like, they don't want that lifestyle anymore. And I do feel like they're still in the lifestyle. Let me say that again. But I feel like they're wanting to leave it behind. And yeah, I think for those of you where you're like, I don't trust them, like, and so they're going to have to put in work for you to start to let your guard down and trust them. But yeah, that's going to allow y'all to get closer and feel more vulnerable and things like that with each other, and really solidify the bond between the two of you of whatever like soulmate shit that it is. Three of Cups is leading celebration, partying, introducing you to the people and the people to you, okay? Okay, so we finna get out of here. Oh, Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Lovers. So this is just confirming, like I said, for those of y'all where your ex was doing drugs with somebody and they thought that was the one, and they was ignoring you and treating you like a bugaboo, and now they've burnt all the evidence of, you know, allowing these snakes to come in and bite them and poison their life and poison them and fuck y'all situation up. It's done. It's over between the two of you. But with the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, whoever they were crashing out over, you know, when they were ignoring you, that person has now left them out in the cold. I don't think it's them who left the person out in the cold. I feel like they've been left out in the cold. And that's why this person is watching you and coming back and obsessing and all on your dick and stuff, because they played theyself. Oops. Played theyself hard, okay? All right, y'all. So that's going to be our reading. Y'all got options. Y'all got, you know, I do feel like there's new energies. I do feel like there's newer people that are in your life, but I don't feel like their energy comes out heavy in these readings, because there's really not anything that they're doing that needs to be discussed or looked at or delved into. So yeah, y'all keep getting these energies of people who want to correct things or fix shit or heal shit or advance or come back around. Because that's where the warnings and shit are, right? That's where you need to know, like, well, this person is still drinking, and this person did get kicked to the curb by their side piece, so they coming back to you low-key as a rebound, and also because you were their security blanket and they fumbled it, thinking they had replaced you, but the person they replaced you with, quote-unquote, was a junkie, you know, trap rat, who was really good for nothing but what they were doing, which was popping their legs open, right? So yeah, the one who's watching you and whatnot, they've lost everything due to this Queen of Wands situation, Five of Pentacles. They've been left out in the cold. They lost everything. If they had a good job, they lost it. You know, they've lost everything. They've lost a lot of money. They have absolutely nothing. But they come into you in an energy of wanting to be committed and solid and stable and do right by you for a period of time, to get you comfortable and get you. Let me wrap it up. They want you to drop your guard, but I do feel like This is somebody who's going to stay, but I feel like eventually they're going to go back into their old ways of cheating and making you feel unimportant and talking over you and not listening to you. You're not going to feel loved or fulfilled by this person. If this was your husband or whatever with this King of Pentacles, like, they're going to always, you're never going to feel important. You're never going to feel like, it's always going to feel like they competing with you. It's always going to feel like they trying to put you in your place. It's always going to feel like, you know, they trying to, you know, make you feel subservient to them and things like, because this person got their own shit that they refuse to acknowledge and work through. And I feel like this is a dead situation. You got to leave this person in the cold and let them go chase after whoever this Queen of Wands is. They're never going to get this person to do what they want. They're never going to get this person to be their girlfriend or their wife or commit to them. They might move in together and get, you know, cheated on more regularly, but I say leave them where they at. I would not let this person back in. I wouldn't take nothing this person says seriously. If you want to smile in their face for your own peace, do that. But yeah, taking anything that they have to say serious, nah. They just, like I said, they just embarrassed and feeling some type of way because they made the wrong choice. And the choice that they made was a trash bag choice, you know. So do what you will with it, y'all. That's going to be our reading. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Like it if you like it. Subscribe if you like my vibe. My name is OmniBadu. Check down in the description box if you want information on personal readings. And until next time, bye.